Today, we ended up getting our final Season 2 teaser, a hard hat pointing to Verdansk Dam and the next zombies location, but we also ended up getting the first teaser of Season 3, with Warzone actually being the leadoff. We talked about in yesterday's video that normally that mainline title is what is the leadoff, with Black Ops Cold War potentially being that front runner, but Warzone was actually what we got first. Today, we're going to run down the teasers and what you should be aware of here in relation to the upcoming week and a half here before we jump into Season 3, because there's some big things on the horizon. As we go along, with your thoughts down below. What do you guys hope to see here out of this coming event here? Do you hope it's the Nuke event? Do you hope it's a plague event of some kind? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. But if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so you don't miss a single thing running all things Warzone, especially as we're around into Season 3 here with some big stuff on the horizon. We're on that road to 400,000 subscribers, and if you guys would like to join the community, I'd love to have you. That said, let's jump into the discussion at hand. So, to start at the beginning, the first thing that started today was that some creators in the COD scene, myself included, ended up getting what I'm assuming is the final physical teaser for the Warzone outbreak that we've seen this season. The entire season, we've got a handful of things in relation to where the zombies either were or were going in the future. Things like a bloody captain's hat at the beginning of the season for Shipwreck, followed by orange joggers that were meant to be a prison jumpsuit pants set, then things like scrub tops for hospital, a piggy bank for the bank in downtown, a BCH4 shirt for TV station, a shopping bag, and a name tag for Superstore, until today we ended up getting a hard hat for Verdansk Dam. Each of these little packages come along with a small and brief note associated with it, kind of talking about the update coming for where the zombies are going, with this one being a little bit more direct in what it was communicating, stating, once the hostiles reach here, we levy a guess that Verdansk is all but gone to the damned. April 21st, 12 p.m. Now, two things. One, this confirms the likely final place for zombies is that of Dam come Thursday's weekly refresh, and that shouldn't really be any surprise. Aside from it being data mined, it also happened last Thursday by accident before the zombies made their way over to Superstore. For about an hour after the refresh for Warzone, the zombies were actually at Dam instead of the scheduled location of Superstore. Then another update came through and fixed it, but kind of gave away the next location a little early. But two, the bigger part is that April 21st at 12 p.m. mention. This thankfully nullifies that warning that we kind of issued as of yesterday's video, in which we talked about the week ahead and we mentioned that Burger Town message and teaser that was sent out to the Call of Duty mailing list for some people, in which it talked about getting higher ground, but on that same image, it had a receipt from Burger Town that had the order number of 421, otherwise April 21st. Now, we cautiously advised to keep open to the possibility that that was solely just in relation to the launch of Season 3, that April 21st at the normal sort of 11 p.m. Pacific time was technically the launch date and time of Season 3, if that follows the recent trends of 11 p.m. Pacific time launch times. So that would mean that it would be the 22nd everywhere else in the world, but not on the West Coast. So thus an April 21st launch date, and could have tied back into that. But thankfully, that seems like that was wrong, and this does actually have a bigger significance given that specific time, and actually what comes after that to seemingly confirm it. Earlier today, after these packages were delivered, we ended up seeing at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern, the Call of Duty official Twitter let us know to mark our calendars, saying 4/21/21. The end is near. #Warzone, with a little animation with the protocol containment skull and a date that flashes of 4/21 at 12 p.m. Pacific time. So that confirms it. 12 p.m. Pacific time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. in the UK. Something is going to be happening. We don't know quite what just yet, but something. And this, if we look closely at this looped video, to me it looks like, and I hope this isn't too much of a reach, it looks like a character in a hazmat suit. A radioactive protection with that full shielded helmet and a suit near the shoulders. And this is where we're at here at this. This is where the teasers now turn to speculation, because there's a lot to consider here. Now, as much as I genuinely want this to be the full-blown Nuke event, we again have to consider that there is that rumor that we could see the Nuke event being in two parts. That's not confirmed, but we did mention in that discussed data mined leaks video that there was a Season 4 reveal of some kind in the game files listed there, which could be a number of things, sure, but with the pacing that we're at right now, would that be what happens? I mean, is a nuke going to go off here to get rid of just zombies at Dam, at Superstore, one location at a time? That's the big question mark, because of course that Nuke event has been something that is looming, and it is something that narratively we look to go in that direction with every sign pointing towards that. But Is that what happens as of next week? What I imagine comes first potentially could be that of the plague event, the first part here if we're doing a two-parter of this, in which this could be something that ends up having a live event associated with it, but it eventually just showcases the outbreak as a whole, where zombies have taken over, and it's not just simply one point of interest at a given time. What we have to consider when thinking about this is that when we look at that narrative, it looks like from the things that we've seen data mined, that the catalyst for having a nuke go off is a complete overrun of Verdansk by zombies, with voice lines and everything pointing to a dire need to get out of to exfil from Verdansk, and that the whole mission is foobar. The only thing that can save everybody is a nuke leveling the entire city and its surrounding areas. But again, is that something that is needed right now with, again, zombies only at one location, and depending on how often you end up activating the zombie spawn, 40 zombies at a time? To me, while our elite soldiers still can't swim, doesn't seem like they're outmatched whenever they go up and take out 40 zombies. So I think it really comes down to the rumor of, if this happens in two parts, which one really comes first. I do suppose that it could be some massive radioactive effect where you end up having the nuke go off at the end of this season, and then the second part here going into season 4 creates the plague event, and that's what spawns the sort of outbreak entirely and the overrun of zombies, where it makes the problem worse rather than fixes it. But at the same time, we just don't know. There also comes down to the big questions here of if this will be a live event caliber, something of the same gravity that we had with the Know Your History event, or if it's something smaller, maybe something bigger. We just don't know yet. One thing that I do partially consider here with this, given that it is something that happens about 12 hours before the update for season 3 will go out, is that we do this live event here, and then potentially it gives us a trailer of some kind, potentially that new map trailer of the 1980s restructure of Verdansk. It's very possible that could be something that we do this on the 21st with this live event, and we get something that showcases, hey, this is going to be coming. Because if you guys remember, actually, Warzone dropped in a very sort of guerrilla marketing style, where you end up just dropping it almost out of the blue. A trailer 12 hours before something releases, that's a pretty big surprise to those that don't necessarily follow Call of Duty like you or I, that end up going out of their way to learn more about the game and things like that. That could quite be possible. Another thing, though, that I do wonder is that if it pulls a page from Fortnite's book, where we have the live nuke event, and it's something that is a one-time thing, but maybe there's some downtime after that as well. 12 hours or so of downtime from the end of that nuke event to when things pick up in Season 3. That's possible, but I don't know how likely. Call of Duty doesn't really like doing downtime stuff because, quite literally to them, time is money, so I don't know if I really buy into that one, but it's all pure speculation. But right now, that's kind of where we're at here at this. We have something confirmed for next week. We just don't know exactly what. So over the course of the next few days, it's going to get exciting. It's going to get fun, I think, here in terms of not only deciphering the teasers that come out, but also trying to predict what happens. So, of course, we're not too far away, so make sure you guys stick it here on the channel. We'll keep the day with absolutely everything you need to know. But that's where we're going to wrap it up. I'd love to get your thoughts and feedback down there in the comment section down below. What do you guys think this relates to? Do you think it's going to be something that the nuke goes off? Do you think it's going to be something that the outbreak actually happens here and the entire world of Verdansk is overrun? Whatever it is, feel free to let me know your thoughts down below. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you drop a like down below. And of course, if you are new to the channel, make sure you guys subscribe so this single thing regarding all things Warzone, especially as we round into Season 3 here and the big things that lie on the horizon. If you're interested in joining the community, I'd love to have you. And if you guys also want to follow me over on Twitter and Instagram, those are the best places to get connected outside of YouTube. Probably live on both those. If you guys want to strike up a conversation, ask me a question, whatever it may be, that link is down there in the description below. That said, thanks so much for watching. Mine has been Espresso. I'll see you guys later. Take care and peace.